What a phenomenal film. First of all, I think that this was one of the most well-done, technologically advanced films that we've seen of this century. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
When it comes to just getting into the character, so much of your success as actors depends on your ability to evoke emotion. But all we're really hearing is your voice. So how physical were you having to get in the booth to get into these characters?
I rolled around on the floor and ran around on all fours for a while. No, no, seriously. Interestingly enough, you do. I think you do a deeper kind of work for a project like this. I do it the same as I do as a regular role. I want to be invested completely. And although there's just a microphone there, the microphone picks up everything: your heart, your soul, your feelings, all of your emotions. So I do the same kind of work for a film like this that I do as if you're going to see my face. It's very, very important.
Yeah. I mean, yes, this was my first time doing voiceover. And it was the very first thing I did after my whole experience with 12 Years a Slave. And I remember once I was in the booth and I was really into it and I did a take, and then Jon Favreau said to me, okay, now can you do that again, but just face the microphone? So, there is a technical aspect to it, and you can't, you have to do it for the microphone. But I was interested in finding the truth as I prepared for it, doing as much research as I can about what is important in a wolf society, to make the choices about how I feel about things and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's about finding your truth and then being able to just communicate that as truthfully as possible with your voice.
I love it. You speak about the truth and kind of drawing from real places. I heard earlier that you mentioned you thought about your mom a lot. And was there any specific characteristics that you saw in your mother that you were able to draw from and bring into the film?
Yeah, I can't remember what happened once I was in danger and my mother said to me, if you die, I'll kill you. And for me, that was like the thing that I used as to like that was the what's the word I'm looking for? The meter, of motherhood for a Raksha, that she will do anything to protect her cubs, and that includes Mowgli, whom she's chosen to protect.
Well said. I want to talk to both of you about leadership. You're now the face of Lancome, and you're an Oscar winner, and you're sought after by all the designers. Today we're seeing a lot of women of color in leadership roles. How would you define leadership as it relates to you?
Oof, all right. Well, I think leadership is about being able to, I think it's about, leadership. I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, how about as it relates to just the women that we're seeing? Because you have become an icon, and a lot of people are looking up to you because you're a leader in not only fashion, but just in positive imagery. So when you see...
Yeah, but I think it's really about knowing what your purpose is and trying to fulfill that, because then you're unwavering, and there's always an internal compass, which I think one has to listen to.
Yeah. And your thoughts about just seeing all these sisters in power?
To me, I think it's a great thing when those who have been the subject of any kind of oppression are able to find themselves in a space where the challenges that they can overcome is their voice. For women in general to be empowered is one thing. For African American women and African women to be empowered is, to me, a delight, because it gives a space that really allows them to be human. If you've been to Africa and have been around women in their home society, very different than African American women in this country, you will see the difference. So then you become evolved as a man. So I should repeat, if you were in Africa as a man observing their society and the dynamic between African men and women in certain parts of that country, you then learn how to respect women. And then you then learn, I have 4 daughters, so I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm all about it.
Right.
It's wonderful to see us rise in a way that is not angry, but accepting of our position in life. To bring each other to our best selves is what we're here for, no matter what color we are. To allow us to know that there's no difference. There's a little bit of shade difference in all of us. But what we really have to look into is the content of our character. And that really is where it lies, and that's how we'll all rise. If we help each other to rise, no matter what color, our world changes. Yeah. And that's what we're striving for.
Well said. I really appreciate you guys' time, and look forward to seeing more work from you guys. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.